What's up, guys? Welcome back to my Kano walkthrough. In this episode, we are going to take on the Hunter path to get the next relic that we need for the Toshi mask. So we started off right here at the archery range warp point, and we're going right here to this purple gateway. As with the last one, you need to use your dash attack to get through it. R1 and L1 at the same time to do that. Here we are at the Hunter path. Alrighty, as with the last one, it's a pretty linear path for the most part. This one's a bit shorter, I think, but it is a bit challenging. The boss is pretty tough. All right, so you're gonna bomb those rocks, and then we're gonna dash right on through. I see these ones glowing. Okay, yeah, I was like, oh. I saw those glowing. That's actually all part of the same. I was like, why are those glowing? But it's because, yeah, that's like the big archway that's being made. So you have to run through here before the rocks collapse. Otherwise, you'll die like I just did. All right, so here we have another encounter. This guy that's a phantom like the one in the Mask Maker path. In order to make him vulnerable, you actually have to dash into him. I'll finish him off with the rod hammer. And there we go. All right, so before you proceed, make sure you jump over here to this ledge. This is where you're gonna find the memory in this area.
I've seen these markings before. They seem to depict a more violent nature, glorifying the hunt.
Okay, so we're gonna follow the golden little wispy. Gotta dash through here. So in this section, you're gonna see these pink little connectors, usually between two trees. You're gonna want to dash through them to break it. If you walk through it, it turns into a trap. So make sure whenever you see those, you dash through them to not fall into the trap. So here we go. Use your mask for the memory.
If only we still had their knowledge. We could make a weapon to defend our home.
These tools were hidden for a reason.
Okay. So after viewing the memory, jump on across. You see there's another one of these little barriers. Make sure you dash to bust them open. So when you get to this little split, hang a right. Actually, doesn't matter which way you go because it makes a big circle. So don't worry too much about it. There is going to be an encounter in here, so I'm going to bust these open so that they don't turn into a problem. So what you need to do now is you need to shoot these little switches up in the trees, and this will activate the encounter. Well, it activates the forest tier, which once you place the forest tier, that starts the encounter, I should say. All right, so now we got some more people spawning in. I'm actually going to attempt to get the 3 kills with 1 dash attack trophy here. As I said before, it may or may not work, but it is worth the attempt. As I displayed in the last episode, this trophy is a bit weird. It doesn't seem like it see, that guy can kill enemies too when he hits them, which really sucks. Because I'm getting these guys down to 1 HP. So this might not work. We'll see. But this trophy is kind of weird in that it doesn't always pop when you think that it should, which is a bit of a problem. Okay, let's see. I got these 3 down to 1 HP, so I'm gonna go for the trophy here. Dang it, he killed one. Ugh. Okay, well, not gonna happen here. Dang it, this trophy is such a pain to get. It is such a pain. And you can only get it at the end of the game after you get the dash attack. So, fortunately, in the encounter for the final boss, there's pretty much an encounter you can respawn as many times as needed to get the trophy, which is actually where I got it in my first playthrough. But man, the big guy, his attacks actually hurt the other enemies, which really screwed me over there. So I didn't even really get a chance to try it, unfortunately, but it is what it is. All right, so bring your rot dragon over here from the forest here. This is a flower shrine that, of course, you want to pick up. And we're actually almost at the end of this thing here. So this is going to be a pretty short episode. This bridge is really hard to jump across. You see, I barely made it with that double jump. Really, you want to kind of jump over where those leaves are hanging, over to where these leaves are hanging, and that's your best shot at making it across. It might take you a few tries. It has to basically be a perfectly timed double jump to make it across. All right, so this is where we fight the boss. And this boss is pretty tough, not gonna lie. It might take me a couple tries, it might not, who knows. So to spawn the encounter, you're gonna need to look up into the trees, and there's gonna be more of these little things we gotta shoot here. And once you start shooting them, you're on the clock, so make sure you're quick with hitting the other switches. There we go. Once you hit all the switches, this little thing pops over here. And once you touch this, it's going to spawn the encounter. Okay, so this boss is, for the most part, airborne. You're going to want to shoot him with arrows. If you shoot him with enough arrows, he will land on the ground and be vulnerable. He'll be stunned and vulnerable for a couple seconds to hit. You're going to generally want to try to keep a tree in between you and him as a buffer, because he's going to be wanting to shoot you with arrows as well. So there we go. I got him down, so I'm going to go over and do a rot hammer attack on him. And then when he starts to glow red, that means he's going to jump up. His jump up will actually hurt you if you're not quick enough. So you're going to want to try to shoot him with arrows, get him stunned. He can also swoop down, and that attack happens really quickly. It's kind of hard to dodge. So as I said, if possible, try to keep a tree in between you and him as a buffer so you can dodge his arrows. And he's going to do this attack now. Let's see, that's kind of a long range arrow. Now this one, he's gonna, well, no, that's not the one I was thinking it was. I think it's this one. Actually, I stunned him right when he was about to shoot it. So I'm gonna do a rot hammer and get a few attacks in. When he goes red, he's gonna jump up, and I wasn't quick enough, so I took the hit there. Dang it. All right, where's he going? He's warping. Now he's gonna try to, so when he's on the ground, you're going to have to dodge his attacks. They're very hard to dodge because it does not give you much of a warning. He does not telegraph his moves. From that attack, when he does shoots the arrow at the ground and it creates the massive force field, you need to dash attack through that. And there's several healing nodes in this area. I'm going to try to find one real quick to get some health back here, because I am not in the best shape. Here we go. And as I said, try to keep a tree that you can at least hide behind. He's going to do his dash attack here. So really, you got to stay on the move for this one. That's really the key. Fortunately, I don't have a rot hammer, so I'm going to have to make that quick. So I got about half his health down. And as I said, keep a tree between you and him, because when he does those arrow attacks, you want to have something to hide behind it to not get hit. Oh, there's that dash attack, man. Ugh. Yeah, whenever he disappears, he's probably going to spawn like right on you. All right, there we go. Got the stun. Do a rot hammer. Eee, okay, just barely got away in enough time. There we go. Get some shots off. And is this going to be his big force field arrow? Yep. So dash through it. Trying to get a... Oh, man. All right, I'm about to die. I need to heal up real quick. Fortunately, there's at least 3 or 4 of the healing nodes in here. So hopefully with one more stun, I'll be able to kill him. If I can get a rot hammer charged up, that would be ideal. Ah, see, there's a pink thing on the ground that I didn't dash through. That's what happens if that's what happens if you hit it without dashing through it. Dash through this. As I said, it's a pretty tough fight. You got to be on your toes pretty much the whole time. As I said, having a tree between you and him as a buffer is pretty much always a good idea on this fight. Where'd he go? He's gonna try to attack me on the ground. Oh, there he is. He's shooting his arrows at me. And can I get a stun, please? Come on, give me a stun. Give me a stun. That would be fantastic. Ah, I just missed him. Oh, yeah, actually, I dodged that one. That would have taken me to 1 HP had I not dodged that, so. I'm going to stick around this healing node in case I need to use it. I'm going to try not to use it in case I can get a stun so I can use a rot hammer pretty much take him out. Ugh, as I say that, I get nailed. Okay. It's not a bad idea to keep that healing node nearby. Ooh, I got really lucky to not get hit by any of those arrows, and I got a right hammer, and we are done here, folks. So you got to be nimble with this fight. It is not a gimme. All right, so we get the Toshi's Regret trophy, and we got our second of 3 relics for Toshi's mask. And right ahead of us, we have this meditation spot. And we get the Hunter Rot hat. And we got 3 extra Rot as well. So we're at 96 Rot out of 100.
These statues were here long before our village. Teachings of an ancient people, crafted to help future generations understand the balance of nature. We did not understand their meaning until it was too late.
All right, so check it out, guys. We're missing 4 Rot, 3 hats, 1 flower shrine, 1 spirit mail, 1 meditation spot. So we're pretty much going to get most, if not all of that in the next episode. So, man, we're wrapping up, guys. So make sure you get this warp point right here. And that's all there is to do here. We got the flower shrine in here. We got our meditation point. And as I said, this is a bit of a shorter path than the one we covered in the last episode and the one we're going to cover in the next episode. So this episode was a little bit shorter. We're going to go ahead and preparation for our next episode, warp right here to the village docks, which is right by the next path that we're going to go down. But for now, we're going to call this one right here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and tune in for the next one. I think we're going to have 2, maybe 3 more episodes left of this thing. So we are getting close. So anyways, take care, and I'll see you next time.